Cool day would have felt pretty good today.
Certainly, especially before the smoke rolled in.
Before the smoke rolled in.
It really was a nice day out there. Despite the heat, at least it was good, spent by a pool or cooling off with the wind. We did have a bit of a breeze earlier today, and that's what blew in the smoke that's behind me. So here's the time lapse that we have from about 3 o'clock to now, and you can see the reduced visibility, the smoke in the air. What you're seeing there are tiny particles in the atmosphere blowing down to the surface from upper levels. Of course, this is coming from Canada, like Scott said, and Minnesota. So big wildfires way far away. 800 of them, if not more, just in Canada alone. They've burned more than 5 million acres in the country of Canada. So all that burning causing a lot of soot in the atmosphere, and now it's coming across Pennsylvania, and it's going to stay for quite a while and reduce our air quality. So we have the weather impact alert in effect for Thursday because of the hot temperatures and the smoke. It'll be a combination weather impact alert. But Friday's weather impact alert is just because of the smoke. It's going to continue to persist here in our region. So you got to stay cool. Temperatures tomorrow, once again, near 90 degrees with the added humidity. Closer to 100 feels like temperatures in parts of the Susquehanna Valley and also in the southern tier. And you also need access to clean air. You want to spend as much time indoors as possible. If you have to work outside, try putting on an N95 mask and keep out some of that really fine particulate matter that is included within that smoke that's coming from Canada and Minnesota. So winds were pretty strong earlier today, between 10 to 20 miles per hour straight out of the northwest, and it brought in that smoke. Now look what happened to the winds. They're calm almost everywhere. So the smoke has arrived, and now it's not going anywhere. It's stuck here until winds or some sort of a storm blows it away, and that doesn't seem to happen until Saturday. So our air quality is going to continue to remain impacted. Of course, it's impacted more the closer you are to the wildfire source. So in Minnesota, you see that unhealthy, very unhealthy, and even hazardous level of air quality, where that air quality index is near 400, if not 500. Here in Pennsylvania and New York, there are a few red dots indicating unhealthy air. And right now, our air quality is actually rebounding somewhat. Our air quality index is 140, which is still unhealthy for some. Those of you with cardiovascular disease, pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis, the very young, the very old, you are the folks that should be indoors when you have an air quality index of 140. But as soon as it goes over 150, it becomes unhealthy for everyone. And when it's very unhealthy, everybody should really limit their outdoor exposure. You don't want to be taking a lot of this air into your lungs. And the more breathing you do, the more of this smoke enters your lungs. So if you're running or hiking or biking, you really do take in a lot more air. So you want to avoid a strenuous activity with air quality like this. So here's the future of the smoke. It's very hard to predict smoke, but this tracker indicating a thicker plume. See the purples stretching across parts of the southern tier of New York and the northern part of Pennsylvania, including our region. This is between 3 and 8 tomorrow. So we could have a even worse air quality tomorrow afternoon into the evening, where it's unhealthy for everybody to be outdoors, not just those with illnesses. Then tomorrow into Friday, a bit of a reprieve. The smoke seems to dissipate somewhat over northeastern Pennsylvania right around lunchtime, but then it gets blown back over us by later Friday. And it doesn't seem to exit completely, that whole plume, until Saturday when the showers and storms blow it out. So we have a few days to go with this smoke in place. Just take things seriously and try to remain indoors if you can. Of course, I know some of you have to work outside, but that N95 mask will do you wonders. Temperatures today close to 100 degrees in Williamsport, 90s for Selinsgrove and Scranton. Williamsport has had 2 straight days of 90 plus. Tomorrow we're forecasting 91. If we hit it, then it would be a heat wave in Williamsport. We could do it also for Selinsgrove and parts of the southern tier. Pottsville could hit 90 3 days in a row, but here in Scranton, we're not going to be able to do it. Temperatures right now in the 60s and 70s. Air quality alerts in effect from Minnesota to New England, and we're going to continue to keep the air in place with smoke as a result of this northwest flow, bringing it basically out of Canada and Minnesota. So Scott, I know here on Future Clouds and Radar you see a mix of clouds and sun for tomorrow, but the air quality is going to be reduced, and fog and smog will be in place as a result of the smoke. So we have the weather impact alert in effect for tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow because of the high heat and the smoke, and Friday because of the smoke. Looks like it exits when we have some scattered showers and storms on Saturday. Sunday is the better of the 2 weekend days with more sunshine, especially in the afternoon, and lessened smoke in the air.
That does sound like the better of the 2 days.
Certainly does. Less impact, more fun.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yep.